20 years ago, Humanities Foundation began with a seed of a wonderful and generous-spirited idea.
At that point in time, 870,000 people in South Carolina lived in substandard housing, meaning they didn't have electricity, they didn't have plumbing. 64,000 people got water from the creek when we started the Affordable Housing Trust Fund bill. So this is who we were fighting for.
The need for affordable housing in Charleston was so great. A great percentage of the folks living in the homeless shelter were working, but they couldn't afford that first step into moving into an apartment, the deposits and the costs that were required. All levels of income, low to moderate, need to have beautiful, safe, affordable housing that is accessible to their workplace, to the schools, to health care for seniors. We provide services like food banks, community gardens, education programs for people working on their GEDs or in the job market. We provide health screenings for our senior citizens and transportation to programs. We have a wide array of after-school programs, and we feel it's very important to address the needs of families, senior citizens, single moms with children, and create housing that the community can be proud of.
The uniqueness in the Humanities Foundation, to me, is they have vision, all right? It's a vision that's bigger than just providing walls and a place to live. It's a vision of community and how do you move people forward.
I've been with the organization for 7 years now, providing community outreach and support to the residents that live within our apartment communities, one of which is our summer camp. And we're able to provide this summer camp to 30 kids free of charge that live in our apartment community located at Ivy Ridge Apartments.
It's definitely been a blessing for the most part to be able to have my kids involved in such an interactive program.
We've been able to impact more people in areas because of our connection with Humanity Foundation.
My kids get to come and enjoy every day, coming to camp to do different things every day.
We've partnered with Humanity Foundation for 8 months, and it had been a great impact on my ministry and our community.
When the Humanities Foundation contacted us about doing this summer camp, we were very excited to open our doors and help in any way possible because we saw the impact that they had on these kids' lives.
Tracy Doran walked into the Mayor's Council on Homelessness meeting at City Hall.
It was Linda Kettner, it was Floyd Deaton at the time, and it was Tracy and myself, and one or two, Chris Rose, the architect, and I think it was one or two other people.
And we had just come to the realization that our problem was affordable housing, that we had people who were working full-time even, and they couldn't find an apartment to rent on a bus route. South Carolina was the only state that didn't give any money for affordable housing, and we couldn't get federal money without housing participation at the state level. We had all this in our head, and we went, well, we can do all of it, but we don't know how to be a developer. Well, this incredibly beautiful, tall, young, I think she was in her 20s at the time, woman walks in the back of the Mayor's Council on Homelessness, sits through the meeting. Everybody notices her because she's so special. And after the meeting, she comes up and she goes, "Hi, I'm Tracy Doran." She said, "My husband Bob and I are developers and we'd like to help." And I went, "Oh my God, thank you."
Tracy was invaluable because she brought a wealth of experience as to how do we put it together. Not just the ideas and the thoughts, but how do you piece it together? The first deal they did, which is 670 King Street, which still exists, it's 50 units of affordable housing right on King Street, took like 11 sources of income. That really showed those qualities that Tracy has that I think make her so special. And that was courage, tenacity, she has a steadfast spirit, and she can pull that together.
We were cranking out about 830 housing units a year. Today, you can look at over 3,000 housing units locally, and you can look at generations now of children who have grown up happy and healthy and whole in the housing that Humanities Foundation has created. She's built units in Virginia and in Georgia, and they're all beautiful because she knows that's important to people's success, is to have a beautiful place to live, a safe place to live. Build community among the people living there, okay, so that they are a family to one another. Tracy and the whole concept of Humanities Foundation is to build a community that supports one another and that enjoys one another and that is there for one another.